So now you have all of this knowledge. Is it enough for you to start scaling? The answer is no, because you're not using your own platform. You're using a platform which is being influenced for so many things. Right now it's January. We had the Trump election. Thank God I'm inside my course and I can speak about election, COVID, and all of these kind of things without getting flagged on YouTube. It feels so nice, you know, I feel that I'm liberated. So we have the Trump election, and what happened is that he said about TikTok that is going to continue working. After the 15th, all the people that they panicked because TikTok closed for one day, I don't know if it was more, they came to Facebook and the CPMs have been inflated. Could we have predicted that? The answer is no. What are we doing? We are maintaining our campaigns, we're not scaling. This is called a bad period, okay? We have good periods, we have bad periods, we have periods that we see that they are working and that we can scale, and periods that they are bad periods and nothing is working. Personally, because I'm managing a lot of ad accounts, and that's the point of the inner circle also, the people that they come there, most of them, they are coming because they want to know what's the trend between the ad accounts. So I'm managing a lot of ad accounts, I'm having students, friends that are also freelancers and stuff, and we're managing all of that, and we know if it's a good period or a bad period. If it's a good period, we're testing things and we're scaling, because in our philosophy is testing means another campaign, which means scaling. So if it's a bad period, we're not testing things, we're just trying to maintain what we have, which is our position to the market, and then scale again. And this is the whole philosophy of actually managing multiple campaigns, maintaining them, and being able to be flexible with the multiple campaigns and the average results, which I have explained in the previous chapters. But what is more important than that? Because it's not only that we have good and bad periods, okay, you will scale on the good periods, because you will scale a little bit. The most important thing is the utilization of attack periods and promos. And this is what we're going to analyze now. First of all, I'm going to analyze the attack periods, then the promos, and I'm going to show you how you can use promos into your advantage if you want to maintain your position with an actual live example. Attack periods. What do you think is an attack period? An attack period is a period that we have higher demand from the supply. We all know the market rules is that as long as there's demand, there's going to be supply, basically. And what does this mean? That Black Friday, for example, is a period that has high demand, because this is how the people have been trained with the offers and all of that. So it's going to have supply, but it's not going to be enough to the demand. That means that in this period, because people buy more, we're going to have better ROAS. These are called attack periods. Why? Because they're helping us to reach limits to the ad accounts that we couldn't be able to reach in other periods. For example, Black Friday, you might be able to spend, instead of 200K, 500K, and instead of 2 ROAS, having 3 ROAS at the same time doing that. If you're going to be able to do that, that means that, of course, in the next months, you're not going to be able to, but you are scaling your ad account. You're giving a message to Meta that this is who I am, this is where I want to be. And the whole point is that after the attack period, you need to reach the point of what you were spending in 2-3 months. Another attack period that people forget to mention is the first COVID period, the first quarantine of 1 month, for example. All the people were inside the house, desperate, and they were buying things. I have scaled multiple companies back in that day. We didn't have so much the iOS problem and stuff, but I believe we didn't have it yet. Yeah, we didn't have it yet. It was still very good. The thing is that we are having these periods that you can do better in your ad account, and we have these attack periods that you can do. There's no denial that you can do much better from what you're doing, and you can scale more. These are the periods that you're utilizing in order, of course, to build a better base of people that are going to buy more from you with repeated sales, lifetime value, and all of that. But not only that, you are also building your new threshold, because you are competing with others, of course, when you are taking sales. The more better position you keep to the market, then you are going to be able to spend more in the next months. So you are actually increasing the threshold of your ad account and how much you can spend, and this is what is happening on the attack periods. What do we do though on the attack periods? Most likely during the Black Friday, in 1 year from now, in the next Black Friday of 2025, I'm going to do dedicated videos about Black Friday into the course, and maybe I'm going to do videos with each one of the days of Black Friday so that you can understand how it works from someone who is managing many accounts in Black Friday and how we treat it. But I would like to tell you that in Black Friday, we prepare for it, okay? So we start scaling the ad account, we start having more creatives to test and all of that. And then what do we do in the attack period? We utilize in Black Friday, for example, sale, all of the creatives that have worked through the year. It's not a testing period, it's a scaling period. It's a period that we're taking whatever it has worked throughout the whole year, product, creatives and all of that, we utilize them during the Black Friday in order to scale more. This is what an attack period is. There is not going to be another attack period under normal circumstances, of course, if we don't have any war or any pandemic and stuff, which we all hope that it's not going to happen. It's going to be one attack period per year, which is going to be the Black Friday. So you're preparing for that, you're scaling that account, you're trying to go, for example, if you're spending 200K, you're trying to go to 300K before Black Friday on October, and then you try to go to 500K on November. I have case studies in YouTube where I'm doing what I'm saying over here, and it's possible to happen. Of course, you need to be able to understand that maybe even if you lose some money in October, maybe you can scale more, but this is a bigger discussion that maybe we can make with people that they are ready to scale to these numbers into mentorships and stuff, where I'm going to be able to be with them every day, because even if you admit it now that you're going to do it, you're going to be afraid and you're going to start doing stupid mistakes eventually. So now you know what are the attack periods. Basically it's Black Friday, but it's attack periods because we had also the COVID period, which was that kind of period. You know what is good periods, you know what is bad periods. Let's talk a little bit about sales and promos. A lot of times on bad periods, in order for us to be able to save our campaigns, what we can do is that we can inflate the results with a promo. So what we can do is we can run a promo, we can inflate the results, and then you're going to see, and I'm going to prove it to you, of course, if you don't believe. So be careful of what you're saying, because I'm going to show you another account soon, that by inflating the results, you are able to, if you're a normal brand, okay, not just a brand that it's out there for 1 month and you don't have any following or whatever. So if you're going to do a promo and you inflate your results and you have good results, even if it's stealing sales from everywhere, still it's data which came inside the platform. So it's going to be like a good period, because basically you were able to absorb all of this data and use this data in order for you to survive a bad period, while if you didn't do the promo, you were going to have bad results for all of this period, which means that maybe you were going to lose one campaign, another campaign, lower your budget even more. With this kind of strategy, you are able to maintain your position to the market with the spend that you have without lowering the spend. You're able to have good ROAS, survive the period, and you are able to actually go outside of the bad period stronger, because always the good and the bad periods go like this, okay? Basically, it's going to be a good period. People are going to talk about it on Reddit. People are going to start advertising. It's going to be a bad period because more people came to the platform. When they leave because they lost the money, because the market is going to autocorrect anyway to the people that they are overspending and to the people that are spending because they can. The point is that for 15 days, 10 days, can you survive this battle of people coming and leaving so that you can be able to overcome this? Well, maybe an offer, if you see that you're losing money, or a promo, it's something that is going to save you. I will show you in my PC how this has worked. So I'm going to show you in this ad account basically a 4th of July promo and how it helped me, okay? So in this ad account, I always want to operate with 2 ROAS plus, okay? So I'm having 1.89, which is not a good result for this account, with from the 1st to the 26th of the 2024 June, okay? And then it's the 4th of July. Obviously here, if you see on the 26th, we have 1.37, it's not doing well. And then just by doing the promo, I am not saying that these sales came from my ads. I know that they're inflated sales. I know that Facebook stole sales, but follow my way of thinking, guys. So we go from 27 over here to the 6th, which is the dates that we were having the ads and the promo running, okay? So we have 3 ROAS. Yes, it's inflated results. After that point though, I'm having my month saved, and this is not the only time that I have done it with this brand, with 2.21. So I'm managing to spend more on the next month, okay? Again, I'm not including the first days over here. I'm just showing you what happened after. Why? The biggest problem that we had after iOS, most likely you will hear this a lot of times inside the course, but bear with me because it's important for you to understand, is that instead of us targeting less people, more people, basically we target now less people, all of these less people are giving less data within the platform. That's why we have all the shop ads and Meta trying to have shop ads in order to control all of the data inside. And don't fall on the thing that Apple says that they want to protect your personal data. All the companies, they want to use the personal data of their users. That's why you're being called users, okay? Only the social media and the apps are calling people users, and the drug lords. Okay, there's nobody else who's calling people users, okay? So you are the product, my friend, okay? And you are the one that you are the user. So my fellow users, this is how we are using the promo periods in our advantage in order for me to be able to maintain my position, maintain my spend, and when the good period comes, which was in this specific case, it was August, to be able to actually scale more, preparing for Black Friday and all the things that we discussed about scaling. And in this other account, for example, I'm going to September with 2.5, 2.57K spent, and 2.14, 2.36. I have already scaled 100K before the Black Friday, and during Black Friday, I'm spending almost this. Of course, it's not, it's inflated from Black Friday and all of that, but yes, you are putting yourself, imagine me spending this amount of money while I'm spending 100K per month, for example. I have less campaigns, so I have to be more aggressive with my campaigns, risking more. I'm not having so many creatives and so on. But when you're having multiple campaigns, you're able to scale. I think that during this Black Friday period, I'm going to make dedicated videos about that, and maybe even some long videos with daily optimization and scaling on ad accounts, so that it can be in this course, so that it can be even more complete. So that's all that I want to share in this chapter, but before we close, I need to tell you this. You need to understand that if you play to the limits of your ad account, let's say for example that you have a break-even ROAS of 2, and you're playing all the time, scaling as much as you can to be close to 2, when the bad period is going to come, you're going to drop to 1.7, 1.6. But if in the good period or in a normal period you are on 2.3, 2.5, leaving a small cushion in between the bad period and the ROAS that you're getting, then you're going to drop and you're going to be fine. Your goal has to be breaking even. That's the perfect scenario, okay? To break even in the worst day of the year. That's a perfect scenario, or to lose a small amount of money, if we talk about the year, okay? This is what you should try to do. It's difficult. You have to have ups and downs, new campaigns, managing and see, but that's why we do daily optimization, and we don't do our campaigns with a set and forget way of thinking. Leave a small cushion, don't be really greedy, because the bad period is going to come and then you're going to start losing money. There's no point for you to make money in 1 month and lose the same amount of money in the next month. The point is for you to break even in the worst day. Always remember that when you're doing the ads. If you're going and you're starting losing money, either talk with someone to see if it's your ad account, or basically all the other accounts are doing bad, because this is also another information which is very important. A lot of times I see people when they are alone, for example, they get paranoid and they think that it's because they did this or that, or the opposite. They have a bad period and then they just do a campaign with this, and because it's going to work for all other accounts anyway, they think it's just a small change that they have made, okay? You are missing information over here. If you're alone, if you don't have many other accounts, don't believe that the small changes that you do, they're going to influence the results. You're just not knowing the trend of what is working and what doesn't work. Don't forget the cushion, and I will see you on the next chapters.